Harrisonburg, I don't know, it's an odd city. I don't know what it is, but I never really felt segregated, even though it was kind of like you knew things was the unwritten law or something that you knew about, but I never felt unsafe or even like I refer to the clothing store. I could go in and walk around, or if I wanted to purchase something, try it on, or so it was like it was a state law rather than so much a local law. Uh, the neighborhood I lived in, it was a mixed neighborhood. It wasn't completely, all white or all black. It was kind of a mixture. But I mean, we went to separate schools, and I know going to the theater, you had separate seatings, and some restaurants they may refuse you, or you couldn't sit at the counter. But I know some restaurants I went in. I don't know if I was so bold or just ignorant of the fact and just sat down and they served you. Then there were some that they probably would refuse you right off. But I have friends that I had as a kid, when I was a kid, that I still have. We not, not a day-to-day type of friendship, but we always acknowledge each other when we see. But I mean, we had a good social life also. Before I left and went in the military, they had started to tearing down homes and buildings. And it was odd because, I mean, here were homes, and then here's just huge fields that are vacant. And the area that was designated to be torn down and replaced by different businesses, some of the homes were really nice homes, and some of the homes were rental property. The landlords, I would say, they were taking advantage of the renters, because some of them didn't have indoor bathrooms, or they were kind of neglected. So the landlords were just collecting rent, and some of those places needed to be upgraded or torn down and replaced. So you had a mixture of homes that were well kept, and then you had homes that were owned by landlords that neglected the property totally. Well, as a young kid, I wasn't really involved in, I didn't give serious thought about this. You just knew one day that you was gonna have to be uprooted and find another place to live, because it was part of a project that was pretty much going to destroy your home. I mean, the home that I lived in, yeah, I mean, those were real good years, because I made, friendship with the neighbors, and we were all close knit. And then all of a sudden, everyone was going their different directions. Some of my relatives lived next door, and good friends across the street, and I mean, we were in and out of each other's homes, and like it was a real good sharing process, and everybody looked out for each other. And I guess that's what I miss most of all. So the process, which probably had good intent, destroyed residents, neighborhoods, families, camaraderie, just the well-being of being in probably like a village or something. But I guess it's part of progress, which is, yeah, there's a price tag on it.